Fiorentina have the pressure off after sealing their Serie A status last week. And now the Viola would love nothing more than to trip up historic rivals Juventus, who are in the hunt for Champions League qualification. At the Allianz Stadium, it's a real crunch match. It's Juventus against Fiorentina. We are up and running. Fiorentina playing from right to left, looking then to hurt the Bianconeri's bid for Champions League football. Ndour leaps up there. Now Piccoli for Parisi. Ndour looking to give Fiorentina some width on that far side. Fagioli, emotional game for him, the Juventus Academy graduate. He's back on the ball here, Nicolò Fagioli. Burst onto the scene with Juventus. Before moving to Fiorentina last term. Luciano Spalletti didn't face the press in the build-up to this game. Now Conceição, this is promising. Chico Conceição, blocked by Ranieri. Now Kalulu. Locatelli. And David De Gea gets his body behind the ball. Fiorentina skipper. Parisi. One with Kelly. Ndour, wanted down by Locatelli. Well, Juventus who came charging out of the blocks last week against Lecce. Scoring after just 12 seconds. Club record. Not quite a Serie A record, that belongs to Rafa Leao. Ended after just 6 seconds for Milan against Sassuolo. Here's Pongracic, trying to thread it through for Piccoli. Fires wide of the mark. That's careless. Vlahovic may get there. Now Conceição. McKennie. Cope Miners. Cambiaso. This is Chico Conceição. And he's got the corner. Yildiz. Brem with that flick on. Now, Chico Conceição and David De Gea once again making that save. Just an update. Napoli 2 goals to the good at Pisa. It's Brescianini. Next ease the pressure on the Fiorentina defence. Napoli with a win would be 100% certain qualifying for the Champions League. They're losing their last game at home to Bologna. Here's Vlahovic. Now Kenan Yildiz. Yildiz looking for Vlahovic. Now Conceição. Blocked again. Cope Miners. Danger not over for Fiorentina. Cambiaso. Here's Locatelli. Conceição. That cut back. And again, Fiorentina. Their defence putting their bodies on the line. Parisi. Pongracic. Showing signs then of starting to take control here. De Gea through the middle. He's given away the ball. Kelly. It's disappointing from Kelly. And here is Harrison. Fagioli. Harrison. Solomon. Solomon. Now Ndour. Fiorentina lead. They are looking to trip up the Bianconeri today. The pressure's off for them. They can simply enjoy this. And the Allianz Stadium has been stunned into silence. He is looking to shake things up then, Ndour. Solomon in the build-up. Spotted the run of the Italian midfielder. Di Gregorio got a glove on it. Wasn't enough. Could he have done better? The Juventus shot stopper. More question marks over the Juventus keeper. For McKennie, there's a bit of time and space here. McKennie. Now Kennedy Yildiz! Punched away by De Gea and then scrambled to safety. Here's Piccoli. Just shielding the ball. Fagioli. Harrison. Fiorentina want a second. Harrison! Di Gregorio. Puts it out behind. That's a good stop from Di Gregorio. Much more like it from the Juventus keeper. Gosens. Is trying to judge the bounce. And there goes the half-time whistle. Fiorentina looking to throw a spanner in the works. Ndour. His goal splits the sides at the interval. Juventus jeered and whistled off the pitch. It's been a below-par display from the Bianconeri. Fiorentina then looking to trip up the Turin Giants in their quest to qualify for the Champions League. Half-time score in Turin. Juventus 0. Fiorentina 1. Thanks for the watch, and we are back underway. Yildiz, direct start to the second period, immediately going long. Now Conceição has been one of the team's best performers in recent months, but just like that cutting edge in the final third, needs to add goals to his game. Locatelli, Yildiz, Vlahovic, McKennie, Locatelli, Cambiaso, now Boga, plenty to aim for. Cambiaso, Locatelli, now Conceição. Still with Conceição, that's Vlahovic, and now Boga! Punched away by David De Gea. De Gea pulling out all the stops. Juventus get the decision go their way. Bremer look to take it quickly. Boga, one-on-one with Dodor. Locatelli, Vlahovic, this is McKennie! It's straight at the keeper. It's a well-worked move, but McKennie unable to apply that finishing touch. Cambiaso. Can he lose his out? This is Ndour. Still with Ndour. Jack Harrison. And now Yildiz. Two teams really stretched. Yildiz. Nice work. Now Conceição. And David De Gea stuck out a leg. Conceição settles for a corner, but that's more like it from Juventus. They've given the home fans a lift. Yildiz wins it back. Yildiz, great run. Now McKennie. Conceição steadying himself. Conceição just crowded out. This is Cambiaso. Now Boga for McKennie! But the joy is short-lived. McKennie thought he had equalised there. Was there a foul in the build-up? By McKennie, little shove maybe on Gosens. I think there was. You can see here McKennie leaning with that left forearm of his. Can confirm Como are 1-0 up. Lloyd Kelly, this is back on the pitch. Good news for Juventus. Cambiaso curled in, and that could have been the leveller. It was Bremer rising highest. Jerry Boga. Yildiz. Yildiz, Vlahovic. Kalulu. Now Zagrova. Vlahovic! They're level. They're back in it. And it's Dusan Vlahovic. And at the 9th attempt, he finally scores against his former employers. The club where he put his name on the map. And for him, the scoring spree goes on. Scores for the 3rd game running. Kalulu, Zagrova, and then Vlahovic from close range. The right place just to prod it home. He has had quite the impact since his return from injury. On-field review. So Vlahovic may not get his goal then, that seemingly elusive goal against his one-time employers. Well, was Dusan Vlahovic offside here when the ball was initially played in from Zagrova? It is mightily tight. Referee's had a look at it. All eyes and ears then on David Emassa. We're going to have a red card. Red card has been shown by Massa in the meantime.
A seguito di revisione, il numero 9 della Juventus è in posizione di fuorigioco. Il tocco del numero 5 è una deviazione. Decisione finale, calcio di punizione.
Vlahovic then was in an offside position. And it was here, that strike coming in. Now Ndour has found a pocket of space here. Ndour. Piccoli! Tried to catch Di Gregorio by surprise. Roberto Piccoli. Now Jeremy Boga. Thuram. This is Manuel Locatelli. Kalulu's going to get that. He's going to keep it in play. Kalulu. Jagrova. Locatelli. Yildiz fires wide. Shake of the head from Yildiz. Harrison. Here's Ndour. Harrison. This is Roberto Piccoli looking to make it two. Piccoli. Harrison. Might take on McKennie here. Now Dodo. Mandragora! It's a beauty! And surely it seals it with only 7 minutes to go. And this is becoming a very familiar feeling for Rolando Mandragora. Third time now that he's hurt the Bianconeri. And our Champions League hopes for Juventus going up in flames. They started the afternoon in third. They are now down in sixth. A wonder goal from Mandragora. Pure joy for Fiorentina. An absolute nightmare for Juventus, who trail by 2. And are now slipping out of the top 4. Boga. McKennie lets it run. Now Yildiz trying to find a way through. Here's Boga. Chipped in. They've all gone to the deck there. David De Gea calls for a clean sheet in the backyard of Juventus. How many keepers can say that? Harrison. Now Roberto Piccoli looking to win it! But the whistle goes. Offside from Roberto Piccoli will be checked. Did appear to be offside, Roberto Piccoli there. Yeah, Piccoli thought he'd added a third and really made sure of the points. McKennie. Here is Yildiz. It'll take much more than that to beat David De Gea. Piccoli. Referee glancing at his watch. Fiorentina throw a spanner in the works. It was in the Bianconeri's hands. Now it isn't. They are now relying on other results. Juventus, who started the afternoon in the top 4, have now slipped out of the top 4. Paolo Vanoli and Fiorentina win at Juventus. Ndour and Mandragora, a goal in each half. And Juventus stumble again just as the finishing line was in sight. Final score here, Juventus 0, Fiorentina 2.